Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we discuss important issues and events happening around us. Today we want to talk about an incident that occurred in Ann Arbor, where a freelance security contractor was stopped by the police for driving a former patrol car equipped with a light bar. The situation escalated quickly, and we want to take a closer look at what happened and what we can learn from it. The Ann Arbor Police Department recently stopped a freelance security contractor who was driving a car that used to be a patrol vehicle. The officers were suspicious of the light bar still attached to the car and questioned the driver about it. While it is understandable that the police are vigilant in enforcing the law, it is important that they also respect citizens' rights and not overstep their bounds. The driver, who also drives for Uber, explained that he uses the car for his security work and was waiting on an amber light. He mentioned that he bought the car from the Oberlin Police Department in Ohio, and it came equipped with everything still inside, including a cage and some crayons. Despite the driver's explanation, the officers continued to demand his ID and registration, even though they had determined that no crime had been committed. The driver refused, citing his rights under the law, and requested that the officers call their supervisor. The situation became more heated as the officers continued to demand his ID, leading to a confrontation. The driver, a disabled veteran, expressed his disappointment in the officers' behavior and stated that he had withdrawn his support for the police department.
So what is this car?
It is a private vehicle.
Okay, why does it look like a patrol car?
Because it used to be one.
Okay.
That's not a crime.
I understand it's not a crime, but it is a crime to have a light bar with certain colors. That's why I had to turn your overhead down.
Yeah, there's no red and blues.
So
they were pulled out of the push bar too.
I'm sorry, what?
They were pulled out of the push bar too.
Okay.
Yep.
And then, so who did you buy the car from? Why does it still have like the cage and everything in the back?
Because I do security and I've got a dog.
Okay. And
I drive Uber as well, and the college kids get a kick out of it. The door's open from the inside, though.
okay. And so what's your purpose of having a light bar on the top?
I do security as well. I'm waiting on amber lights. I'm a freelance contractor.
Who do you do security through?
I'm a freelance contractor
So
at
like
whoever.
somebody hires you out, or I
Yep.
don't.
That's exactly how I do it.
And so whoever you bought the car for left everything in there, or did you equip this car with it all?
No, it came like that from Oberlin Police.
From where?
Oberlin Police in Ohio.
Oberlin Police in Ohio?
Yep. They even left some crayons in here. You want some crayons?
I'm sorry?
They left some crayons. You want some crayons? I got.
There's no reason for you to be a smartass with me, sir.
I've been trying to get rid of them. I'm serious. You want some crayons? You got kids? I can even show them to you. I got tons of them.
How do you spell it?
Oberlin.
So they left the MDVR and everything in it.
Yeah, they did.
Their license, registration, insurance as well?
For what crime?
Well, this is a traffic stop, and I have to record everything on my day sheet. And the reason we're stopping you is to make sure that you didn't have lights, but therefore it's an investigative stop for that purpose. So you do have to show me your driver's license.
For what crime?
And registration.
For what crime?
For having the light bar.
Is that a crime?
Once I found that it's not the red and blue lights, it's not a crime, but
So,
I still have a traffic stop.
lawfully, I know my rights.
Okay.
I do not have to present ID if there's no crime committed.
But I am doing an investigation to investigate that
And
those are not
and
the lights.
there are not blue lights. You saw that.
Okay, you have to provide that you have
If-
insurance for
if-
this vehicle to be on the roadway.
If there has been a crime committed, I have to provide this. So please
so
call
investigating
your
that is
supervisor. Please call your supervisor now. And what's your name and badge number, ma'am?
It's Officer Drawer, badge 184, as you can see on my name tag.
Thank you.
As well as I'll provide you
Yeah, I appreciate that.
a business card as well.
I appreciate that.
To operate a motor vehicle on the roadway, you have to have insurance.
Oh, I understand that, but there is
insurance,
this is over something that's not a crime, as you've already seen.
Well, when
So
you're driving
now,
on the road without the light bar on, I don't know if it's red or blue.
You already saw it's not red and blue. Therefore, no crime.
That's why I stopped
No
you.
crime has been committed.
Is for that to determine that it is not.
And you've determined that it has not, so no crime has been committed. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I understand you wanted to speak to the command officer?
Yeah.
I
So
can't hear you very well from here. Is there any way to roll the window down slightly?
I'm not comfortable with that.
Okay.
For my safety, I prefer it up.
Okay. I just might not be able to hear you very clearly.
Yeah. So you can see up there, there's no other lights in there other than the 4. I was stopped anyways, turn on the lights. I know my rights. No crime has been committed. I'm not providing my ID. I will only provide an ID if reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed can be stated. And your officer does not want to do that. So it's harassment. I am a disabled veteran. I know my rights. I know the law. I know the Constitution. And it's officers like that I withdrew my support from you guys. And I get there's good ones out there. I'm friends with a few of them myself. But that's not okay. You know, there's no crime committed. I should have already been released. I appreciate that. You have a good night.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
There is not. I hope that your officers get some better training, because that's not okay. It's a violation of my rights. It's ultimately a violation of the law. And I'm not okay with that. I swore an oath to the Constitution. It's an insult to me.
All right, you're all set, sir.
You have a good night, man.
Now, while it is understandable that the police are vigilant in enforcing the law, it is important that they also respect citizens' rights and not overstep their bounds. In this case, the officers could have simply checked the light bar and registration and allowed the driver to continue on his way, rather than insisting on his ID and causing unnecessary conflict. As citizens, it is important that we understand our rights and stand up for them when necessary. We should also hold law enforcement accountable for their actions and ensure that they are properly trained to uphold the law while respecting citizens' rights. It is important for citizens to understand their rights when interacting with law enforcement. When pulled over by a police officer, you have the right to remain silent and to ask for an attorney. You also have the right to refuse a search of your vehicle or person unless the officer has a warrant. If you believe that your rights have been violated, it is important to file a complaint with the appropriate authorities. This can include the police department's internal affairs division, the local government, or a civil rights organization. It is also important to hold law enforcement accountable for their actions. This can include filing complaints, attending town hall meetings, and voting for officials who prioritize police accountability and respect for citizens' rights. Furthermore, it is important that law enforcement officers receive proper training on citizens' rights and de-escalation techniques. By doing so, they can better uphold the law while respecting the rights of citizens. The Ann Arbor Police Department's encounter with the driver highlights the importance of respecting citizens' rights. While it is important for law enforcement to enforce the law, it is equally important for them to respect citizens' rights and not overstep their bounds. By understanding our rights and holding law enforcement accountable, we can ensure that our communities are safe and just for everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope this video has sparked some thoughts and conversations about this incident and the larger issues it raises. What do you think about the actions of the officers? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more thought-provoking content. See you in the next one. Go over to his channel and appreciate him for standing up for our rights. Links in the description.